Hello everyone, welcome back to another Starcraft 2 cast. I'm Green Sue, and today I'll be bringing you a new game from Heart of Swarm. This is probably one of the first games from Heart of Swarm I'm really casting, and we're going to be looking at a game from Grubby, from Team Grubby, and AS Baron. It's going to be, Grubby actually, you see, he's playing around with Terran, you see they're talking about in the chat. He's just trained because Terrans have been, because Medevacs, right there, Terrans have this really big buff when it comes to Medevacs. Their speed booster really increases their drop potential. If you were watching MLG Dallas, you would have noticed that a lot of players, even some Terrans, like, yeah, this is really powerful. It's kind of ridiculous almost. Do I think it needs a nerf, or do I think other races need a buff? Maybe Terran needs something done to them, but I saw plenty of players, Rain Innovation, handle drops increasingly well. Mostly, you know, it was Rain Innovation. I saw them both getting dropped, or at least they were tempted to get dropped, and they just, they caught it and they found it. So it's obviously possible to do if you're Korean, I suppose. If you're not, then maybe you're F. But hey, we can all just train harder and learn how to deal with it. I don't always like the idea of, oh, it's imbalanced, oh, fix this, fix that. That's really kind of a Western philosophy of looking at the games, like, oh, it's broken, we should fix it there. When really with Koreans, it's just like, well, work with it. And that's my attitude for things. I got a problem, I work with it. I don't ask for it to be changed. I go with it. We do what we gotta do there. But anyway, back to this game in general. Not enough to talk about balance. On Akalon Waste, one of the new maps for Heart of Swarm, well, not completely new, was just around towards the end of Wings Louis, but it was pretty much a Heart of Swarm map as far as I'm concerned. And we do see Baron going for a pretty early, well, no, not early at all, around a 17 scout, about around 2 minutes 30. He will be seeing the timing of the barracks expansion. We'll see the one gas, the only one worker on it, so that does tell him he's just pretty much going, Grubby's going a pretty standard build. Grubby a little out of race here, so it's a bit bad. Sorry for that frame drop there, it happens. Baron going, already having 3 workers on gas, and throwing down a Cybernetics core. We'll be grabbing Warp Gate plus his Mama core pretty soon, so we got that going on. And now we just have Baron chilling out here. Orbital Command coming in. At this point, on Akalon Waste, it's a pretty small map, so you have really small rushes, and the probe will get picked off here. Goodbye, probe. Yeah, small rushes, and so quick plays like a 3 racks or a 3-gate robo, or just even a 4-gate if Grubby's not really prepared for it. He doesn't know. This isn't a pro player he's playing, so things like that are possible. And yes, now we do see Warp Gate coming out, and probably will be grabbing a Mama Ship core pretty soon, if not now. Yeah. Since it is, yeah, small map, so quick rush builds. Also, it's or you could just go fast expand builds. I mean, that's the curse of the caster right there. He's always wrong. They say they're gonna do one thing, and the Shadow player's gonna do one thing, they do another. And yep, there's Mama Core just finishing up now. I don't know what is up with these frame drops. That is insane. And SCV is picked off. Will does get pretty much all the information he needs. Does see the Cybernetics core working. We'll just be able to infer that's Warp Gate. And plus we now have 2 Zealots out. No Stalker as of yet though, so wait, is there a Stalker? No, there is no Stalker out yet, so any real aggression could be pushed by Grubby right now. He's not really defensible getting a 2nd Zealot before Stalker, but it's not too bad. We'll be moving his Mothership core in though. That could be interesting, see what he's going to do with that. We'll probably plan on seeing an early expand from it. We'll be able to go right in here, and it's pretty easy to harass unit. He does have 3 Marines out, and his front is defended, but his back line, not so much. His backbone line is pretty undefended as of right now, and could take them just about a minute to get up there. Well, not a minute, but a little while. And here we see the Widow Mine plane coming out, and I'll just straight barracks, factory, starport. With Widow Mines now coming out, he will have a very defensible position here. Baron really won't be able to break up this ramp with Widow Mines and a barracks and a bunker right there. So yeah, he's pretty much defended right there. Mothership is going to come in and see pretty much everything. I don't know if he saw the 10 bomb there. He did see that. He did see the starport, so he knows pretty much everything that's coming. He saw the expansion, so he can now plan ahead. Baron also throwing his own next down. That'll be finishing up just soon enough. And in response, he finished up 2 more gateways and throws down a robotics bay, going a 3-gate robo. Besides, what wasn't really so much a response, it was, this is just what I'm going to do, and I can see I'm pretty much fine to do it now, as he's not going to have too much aggression out right now. He's pretty much defended right now. Is getting medevacs out. May try and drop as Baron, I would be very concerned about that, as they were just talking about medevacs And wow, that is some ridiculous frame drops. Wow. I'm sorry, why is that happening? Nothing I can do about that at this point. And now we see Grubby's army, starting to notification. Really, neither player can really bust up the ramp for the other one right now. It won't really work out with the Mama Core here. It will be able to just put the cannon down on the Nexus and just help defend from the Marines. And he will be moving out right now with the Widow Mine. We'll be able to put a pretty defensible position right around here. At least at first, Baron won't want to engage in there off the bat. He will be a little concerned with that mine after he sees the plan down, if he gets to see a plan down. But no, Grubby actually will be going for a drop here, as he was just talking about. How defended is he? He is not incredibly defended right now from it. There's no cannons along the back wall, and he will actually be using these Marines as a bit of a distraction, and will immediately drop the Widow Mine in right there. The cannon does go down next, but he does manage to get the Widow Mine dropped, and it will start taking out probes. And now we see the medevac moving around and dropping Marines in the main base. Although with the Stalkers there, it won't be a pretty effective drop. It may kill off a couple probes, but the Stalkers will immediately target the medevac. It will manage to get away, and the Marines will all go down. We're only taking out a couple probes there. And medevac looks like it also will go down. That's too bad for him. And now we see Grubby being chased back to his base by the Zealots, and he will have to hold back now. Now we're seeing the pretty usual text which he put on for an early attack. Didn't really work out, and that's all he wanted to do. He wanted to see if he could do some damage, get in there, and he wouldn't. So now he's going to hold back and plop down, get some upgrades, increase his production with now 3 barracks, 3 barracks, run reactor, 2 tech lab, and can finally start getting those upgrades. As he's yet to get any. Wonderful, I think, is that siege tanks no longer need siege mode no longer needs to be researched. That's pretty fantastic. Now he looks like he will be making a just going maybe a Marauder transition, or not. He has grabbing just Stimpack and shields as of right now, plus upgrades, and no Marauders as of yet. No, there's a Marauder. I didn't see it. I can't see everything right now, but I know it's there. Yeah, now making a slow tech transition just to be able to hold himself off against any forward attacks. He will be pretty much fine. Also, he probably now is also defending himself against observers, and Baron will immediately pull that back. Do not want to lose that early observer, as it can be pretty terrible. And now we have Baron looking to put a forward pylon probably right around here or here, just to warp in the units. Anywhere generally around this area is pretty fine to defend with. Plop down a pylon. And now we're seeing a little tech switch from Baron as he goes into Colossus with the extended thermal lance. We'll be waiting until that finishes to push out, as he will be throwing down a pylon here just to prepare for that. And now we see Grubby going for another drop. Does throw down a scam. Where does he throw that down? Does throw it down there, and will catch the Colossus tech being pulled out. Doesn't know if there's any on the field right now. There aren't, but as far as he knows, there could be any number of them. And is going to continue on with this drop. See what damage he can do. The base is currently undefended, so it actually could do some potential damage. First Colossus now, and will turn around, and this drop, I don't see its effectiveness being too bad against Baron, as Colossus is now out and he will be forced to move away. Thermal Lance almost done, not quite finished yet, so he will just move out. Hopefully he does not get caught out by the Stalkers, and he is going to get surrounded, and it looks like the medevac will get away though. That speed boost really coming in handy there. So now we see the pylon is finished, and we'll be able to start warping in units very aggressively towards Grubby's natural base. Although now with 2 tanks and a 3rd on the way, he is very defended here, and it will be very hard for Baron to be able to break up here. Colossus will help, as he is have a 2nd one almost done. Thermal Lance now also complete, so he will be able to move out soon after he takes out these drops. Let's take a 3rd, take that, and then move out while it's going up. Grubby may want to consider taking a 3rd as well himself. He is yet to even seem to consider that. Scouting around with some Marines, seeing what he can see. Sees that there is no 3rd. Well, no, with more drops. Sees there is no 3rd here though, so we'll probably have to assume it's there. Just another Marine there. We'll be able to catch it as soon as it goes down. And now we have, yeah, see, he's going to take his 3rd down there now. And we'll probably want to take out those rocks as well. And they will get scouted by that, and also the pylon will be scouted by the 3rd base of Grubby, so that will be taken out before it can do any real damage. And I did miss the drop over here, but I did not do anything, as I didn't expect it to at all. It was cleaned up by the army of Baron. Now the army of Grubby will move out to take down. And he does know Cluster does make the inevitable transition into Vikings. And that was actually pretty, that was actually a nice move by Baron. He makes a couple of Colossus and then stops. You see, he's not making a fourth one yet. I don't think he really wants to. He sees that there's a good amount of Vikings out, and his Stalker force is not incredible. It can take out what he has, but the transition into a High Templar with Storm is actually a very good idea indeed. As you see, he has a very big Bioforce. Will be kind of slow to move around those storms if Grubby's micro is not up to snuff, which I do assume it will be, and does leave a tank right out there and will be sniped immediately. First loses that first one. Vikings moving forward to take down the Mama Ship Fort and will take it out first, so there will be no additional support from the Nexus or that an additional air unit. So that's a pretty good snipe off the bat for Grubby. Is going to slowly move in and start picking out these Colossus. Gonna immediately pull back, and with support and fire from the tanks, they won't actually be able to get too close. They will actually be moving up around here as Grubby tries to distract him by taking out his third. Could possibly move these units up just a bit farther to claim position up there if he had had the opportunity, which he did miss. He will move a small force up there. Does not want to leave him up there, as that is a lot of zealots. One storm goes down, gets a small hit, but not really too big. And neither will he be here spotting the entire position of the army. Another small drop up here and tries to drop a bunch of Marauders. Is cleaned up by Stalkers and Zealots though. So Grubby really, he does not really want to try and engage up here just with a couple of units at a time, as this will happen, as the Force Groups will be able to cut them off and know that High Templar will be able to storm them. It's not really a smart thing. He is constantly making more units. He could be streaming them across the map, but he looks like he will be pulling back as he does not want to try and engage. Marauders still being a pain over here, but are being caught up by the Colossus. Might load him up, and he will, but the aggressive blink now done for the Stalkers will be able to take out all the medevacs and outlast. Marauder will go down. Ooh. Okay, I thought I saw Ghost Tech. I thought I saw Ghost Tech for a while, and that would have been interesting. He has the High Templar have been revealed to him, and he is making actually more Colossus right now, which I wouldn't terribly recommend. I'd say stick with the High Templar as of yet. Make a couple more of those, as Grubby is not going for a Ghost Tech as of yet, so they're going to be very powerful right now. As a Ghost switch from Grubby actually would not go amiss, I say. Wait, let's see, where's he scanning? He does scan back then. He does spot the army, sees what it's like. Just pointing that out. But a Ghost Switch would be pretty good, as the snipes will be able to take out those High Templar from afar when they're cloaked, as there are observers kind of all over the map, but they're not really, there is one with the army, excuse me. But not anymore. So Ghost wouldn't be I would definitely recommend, just to EMP and snipe this army, the High Templar. It would really help push it into favor. Fourth place now being taken for Grubby, yes, Grubby, and looks like Baron will be trying to take his fourth, but being slowed down by the Marine just a bit. It will be taken down by the Stalker. Too bad. Upgrade count looking pretty even as of now. 2-2 coming out for Grubby, 2-2 coming out for Baron. Nothing small. Nothing, no surprises. A few extra tanks there, plus the transition SCVs. That's pretty fun. And this is a big amount of Vikings right now that, if not taken care of by the Stalkers, will be there. And we see go down. Storm immediately drops down all of the air units, and he does whittle those Vikings down a lot. That is a good hit from Baron right there. That's really what he wants to focus on. He wants to whittle these Vikings down so he can take them out easier. He also whittled down that bio ball significantly. We'll take out that there. That's Observer. Cole coming in now for what is it? I don't know if it's for. I'm gonna assume for. Yes, for Ghost. He does have Ghost Academy, so he is making transition. Fantastic. And at the same time, we have a Dark Shrine immediately being placed down for Baron. He's not exactly behind, but doesn't mean that the Dark Shrines still aren't fun. A small attack force from Baron trying to do some damage into the third will not be effective, as it is top. And now we will be moving out across the map, trying to find position here. Turrets are being set up, plus the sensor tower, and if they can get up in time, which they will be able to, it looks like. Yes, so it will be very hard for Baron to be able to break his line, as he now has vision of this entire area. He does not want to engage. It's going to be very hard to engage directly. He doesn't exactly want to, as his army, although powerful when it comes just in general all areas, he could suffer a few more sentries, I find. Although generally with 3 Colossus out in this army, and I want to say there's more. I swear I saw one more. Well, for now it's fine. But with just 3 Colossus in this army, it's going to be very hard for him to try and engage Grubby in this position here. He is defended all around. He will not be able to get to any of his bases without Grubby realizing it. So drops will be rather difficult. Once he now has the Dark Shrine up, though, he will be able to do some pretty decent harassment. Vikings soaring around here trying to make something happen. See if they can pick off any observers or any Colossus that are just straining around. And that observer is the luckiest thing alive. It is just outside that range. And now we do see Ghost coming out now, and we'll immediately run into this army here, and we'll lose about 3 right there, as it is caught by the observer. And he does want to take it out, and he will get it, so that's good. That's good points for him right there. And there aren't enough Stalkers in his army right now to help defend it, so he will be able to take down one Colossus. And the Ghost Cloak does run out, so that's pretty bad. He does lose an extra one. Probably didn't want to lose that. See Baron again. He has now extra reserves in his armies. He's aware of the Ghost very well, and he does not want to get those High Templar to be sniped. So now he has additional detection for him, plus laying down cannons, as you see everywhere. So he will not be able to just drop a nuke anywhere without being caught. I don't believe Grubby has seen the Dark Templar though I could be mistaken. And now we see the inevitable double command center as they start floating money when they're just sitting, capped armies waiting for him to engage. Grubby does see him moving up around here and will look to push forward soon. Vikings immediately move in just a little farther, overextend just a little bit. And now we see EMPs going out from the Ghost, gonna push down on those Zealots and shove them back because he does not want to engage without shields. And especially with these Vikings who can take out these Colossus. They are over-engaging a little bit, and he's losing some a little unnecessarily. More EMPs going down. That one looks like it missed. Not quite doing as well of a job as it should be. Storm rolling down right all over those Marauders, and that will whittle down a lot. They'll now be able to move in and take them out, but without shields, they will fall rather quickly. Vikings still moving in, trying to do some damage, but these Stalkers will be able to hold him off, and he will lose a last of his Vikings. And it's still forcing away. He should jump those Marauders into those Medevacs and just fly away to the point. Instead, he loses them all. He's moving in, taking on a couple more here and there, but I don't think the trades are currently worth it. 2 tanks are going to be help hold off, but they will blink forward and take 1 out. There's still 1 there, but it looks like it's just eating at it right now. And these Stalkers will look like they fall. With more reinforcements on the way, they will be able to push this back for now. Plus the snipes. Oh, Storm goes out on the Ghost though. And a small force of Marines and Marauders will looks like to be taken out by Grubby, but he will be forced to move back as he cannot engage through this maze of command centers. Holy crap. And he will manage to take a couple out, but really no skin off Grubby's back. He will just be able to float them away. A couple more Marauders and Medevacs trying to sit in here. He is trying to hold up that line now, and he does move in with a group of Zealots and Dark Templar. It will be spotted by Grubby though with his sensor tower, but he will be able to defend it. And he does see the Dark Templar now from the missile turret, so he knows they're there, but can he go engage there without sacrificing these command centers, which one is already on fire, and he does not have currently the army to engage here. He will try and move forward though. The Guardian Shield will protect them a bit. Immediately aim for the Colossus and the Immortals, and will slowly take him out as he does push his army back. A couple more High Templar do go down, and he will force that army back indefinitely. And now he does lose pretty much all the SCVs there, plus his missile turrets. He can engage. Floats his command away, so they're not currently wasted away with these mineral patches. Still a decent amount left. Point there's not really any transitions I see that can be made from either one. Baron maybe could go more Sky Toss, as it is becoming very powerful in TVP. In Heart of the Swarm, the Void Rays and the Carriers are much easier to get out. They're much easier to control and decide exactly how much energy, not energy, how many the little carriers, whatever they're called. I don't remember what they're called, but they're much easier to handle now. Plus you can also now tell exactly how much time you have left on the Void Rays for their fully chargedness. Lose a couple Vikings here. Oh no, he won't lose that last Viking, so he will be fine. Small force of Marine Marauders here. Won't be able to really hold us his army for too long, as there are no ghosts in his army, I believe. And he will be forced to move back. Will stim, but will be cut off and slowly whittled down. Does manage to take out a couple more Stalkers on his way out, but inevitably will be taken out. but Baron still cannot push down this lane right now, as it is being reinforced by over command and a siege tank. Plus some little mines here and there, we'll be able to hold back. Grubby trying to make things happen here with some small attached forces, but Baron is literally just everywhere right now. His vision of the map is complete. They can basically see everything on his side. Grubby does see pretty much this whole area too, so he does see, no, he does not see as they are Dark Templar, and they are. Look, this pylon just barely out of the range of Grubby too, by the way, so that's a very nice placement there. Just out of range there. And the army will be moving forward again, and Grubby at this point has just been throwing away these units here, just right at these, this giant bio ball of Baron, and not much success either. Excuse me. Is doing some pretty decent damage as the upgrades are pretty equal, but then Grubby does concede though, as he cannot seem to build up an army large enough to hold it off. Mostly, there was one definitive we're here. I think it was just about maybe 7 minutes ago when Baron was trying to bust down here, and no, it was here. I'm sorry, it was here, and Grubby attempted to engage there, and after obviously being pushed back by the superior forces of him, Grubby did not, and he just sent in small task force of Marines and Marauders at a time, which really put the plug there. I don't remember the exact time, but it really just hit him off at the knees, and Baron just continually held him off there. He wasn't able to get up another expansion as Baron was expanding across the map, so that's where he went wrong. From Grubby, I guess he could learn. He could bear to drop a little more, as after a while the main bases and production abilities were pretty much left completely undefended, especially when the army was out here. He could have just dropped a bit more, use what Terran has in the new expansion, try and make the most out of that. But that's pretty much what I saw, plus that's pretty much what Baron did right, with the increase in Dark Templar harassment, taking out bases left and right. So, good game from both players, and hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe, comment, rate these videos. I always love to make more. I want to make sure you guys are loving it too. So, I'll see you guys next cast.